Hi guys, whose bright idea was it to put a billionaire robber baron in charge of a government department? Oh yes, Donald frigging Trump. An unelected one who hasn't been confirmed by Congress either. So Elon Musk spoke at his first cabinet meeting where he rambled on about how DOGE is saving the US taxpayer money by upgrading computer systems and finding waste. Then he dropped this bombshell on those present.
Like, well, is this real? Just go to doge.gov. We line item by line item, we specify each item. So, and I should say, we will make mistakes. We won't be perfect, but when we make a mistake, we'll fix it very quickly. So, for example, with USAID, one of the things we accidentally canceled very briefly was Ebola, Ebola prevention. I think we all want Ebola prevention. So we restored the Ebola prevention immediately, and there was no interruption.
You notice nobody was laughing apart from him when he said we cancelled Ebola prevention, but then we discovered we had cancelled it and reinstated it. So there was no problem there, nothing to worry about. Don't worry, I know nothing about the government, and the people who I have put in charge of this government department, which isn't really a government department, know nothing about, for example, measures to prevent infectious diseases. They know nothing about these things, but don't worry, we know, we'll fix things if we discover we've made a mistake. This guy is in charge of a government department and he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and he's surrounded himself with sycophants who know nothing about what they're doing. Now, this was Ebola. Ebola prevention was cancelled because he didn't know what it was about, or one of his underlings didn't understand what it was about. They cancelled it, and we don't know whether it had an impact or not. He's claiming it didn't. But it was obviously pointed out to him and his team this was a bad idea, and then they undone it. But there are other cases. For example, a few weeks ago, DOGE fired key nuclear safety staff, triggering a scramble to find them and rehire them. Yes, these are people who are responsible for nuclear safety. And this guy decided, we don't need these staff. Let's just sack I think it was about 300 staff. Let's sack these people. We don't need them. Why do we need all these workers? It's a waste for the taxpayer. It's a waste for the government. Let's just get rid of them, and we can work without that, without that staff. And then they realized, actually, we can't do that. We need to have these people. So they had to go and rehire them. This guy should be nowhere near the levers of power. And he's the de facto president of the United States. Donald Trump is the figurehead, but this guy is the one who's in charge. This is the guy truly running the show. And he's sacking people who are responsible for checking if there's an outbreak of a very deadly disease, or he's sacking people who are responsible for, significantly important waste management or safety or weapons or whatever. This is insane. This is extremely dangerous. And there's no way of getting rid of him because he's not an elected official. He can't be voted out. Congress can't do anything about it, and Donald Trump is not going to get rid of him, at least for now. We're just waiting for an absolute disaster to happen for him to eventually be forced out or have to resign in some way. But it's going to have to require something pretty dramatic, unfortunately. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.